I'm interested in both of your perspectives in terms of how can people develop and grow within our business, right? We've talked already about we're not a traditional corporate, very proudly, because that allows, flexibility, scale, speed, agility. But also that might mean there aren't necessarily structures in place for people to understand, okay, how do I move from X to Y to Z? So maybe let's talk first of all, James, about, just broadly, if someone wants to grow within our business, what sort of mindset and behaviours would you expect from them, and would we look for in terms of key things to display?
We aren't a corporate, and that's for certain. And I don't know whether you can put structures like this per se into play. Mm-hmm. I think we have this conversation quite a lot. Both of us have stood up, and Andrew can cover off the academy in a second, which is probably more of a structured play than unstructured, as I'm about to talk about. I think we've gone from 70 people to 1,400 or whatever the number happens to be, exact number happens to be. I think the cream always rises in organizations. It takes time sometimes. I think one of the things that has critically come out is that you find people, you work hard, you play hard, and I think they also come out with different ideas. And you do see that, and we're seeing it across the board. I'm not saying it's every other third person, but there are definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different people who are coming out with different ways of working. Mm-hmm. We try and encourage everybody to come out with ideas and bring them to us. It's a pretty flat structure. Mm-hmm. We try and engage with people. I mean, we do our CEO meet and greets now across the group. It becomes quite time consuming in terms of actually seeing everybody. And I think we've become very much, as we've evolved, we have to become more people, if that makes sense. And so you're encouraging people how to grow. I don't think there is a set structure for it. I think if I was looking at it brutally, I think the ones who come up with ideas and keep pushing them, we spot the ambition fairly quickly across the board. I don't think people get, if there is blockages, we normally hear what it is. And I think we hopefully give people a voice and the ability to step forward and either come directly to us. That's probably the only way to do it. But it also has to make sense.
Yeah,
There's no point throwing loads of ideas at us and hoping one will stick. You've got to have thought about it. Do you understand the business? And one of the things that I think we're trying to do in educating everyone around us in terms of having these conversations and you doing the podcast is that, in actual fact, understanding the business. We said it, I think, at the summit last year. We said it before when we've had get-togethers. We want people to actually understand the nitty-gritty of the business.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. And for those people listening that might be thinking, I've got a great idea, but I'm not sure where to go, or they may be feeling that they're holding themselves back for some reason, what would you say? How do we kind of...
Send us an email, but copy in whoever. I hate saying line manager because I really hate that expression. But copy us in. Why not? We're going to pay attention. Make sure somebody's aware of it. I mean, and we travel. We see emails. I don't know how many emails I get a day. Probably hundreds, but it will get picked up, and one of us will pick it up. I think we're still relatively grassroots. I'm praying that we're not in an ivory tower. So I don't think we are.
Yeah, there is a practical point there, isn't it? Obviously, the bigger we get, the harder it is. You guys aren't any less busy. You're out and about meeting new people that we're bringing to the business. Obviously, other responsibilities of CEO. So there's a practical point around how accessible you can be. So that might be one aspect here where people think actually, it's a great idea, but actually, it's not possible. So I think there's probably a bit here around how can we, empower line managers, as you say, and also just people, if people genuinely have a good idea and understand the business, like you say, and understand how it works.
I think we've got an intranet, we've got an app.
Yep.
I think one of the things that we can do is, put things in there. I don't believe that, I'm saying, and I say again, we're not a corporate. I think the amount of stuff that we get through, and whether some may slip through the cracks, dare say, but the reality is that if somebody wants it to get known, it'll get known about. And I think we travel across the business enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's. I think every week I feel like I'm in a different place. Well, I am in a different place. I don't think Andrew's much different. He's doing it across the country at the moment, and Damien's there, and Ken's there. You're there. Yeah, I mean, we speak to people. I don't even know how many people we speak to, but I'd lay a lot of odds that it's a lot of people regularly, so they can always mention it.
Yeah, great. And maybe just a bit from you, Andrew, then, in terms of a bit more broadly on, again, what sort of behaviours do you think would make someone most successful at Titan? What do you like to see? What the sort of attributes that you think make a really strong person within the group?
Well, someone who's keen to impress, keen to get on, keen to learn, keen to engage with other people. One of the things that we're going to look to do for new interns joining is actually for them to spend periods of time in different parts of the group around the country. And I think anyone who's keen to progress within the business, there are opportunities. And part of that is also education. So we'll support them if they want to do different exams to get better qualified for various practices, or if they're in power planning, they want to become an advisor, then we'll absolutely actively encourage that.
Yeah.
And we always look to recruit internally before we look externally.
Yeah, great.
So all of these things are in play.
Yeah.
And we regularly emphasise the fact that we need to offer opportunities internally before we do externally. Doesn't always mean we can do that, but that's what we always push for.
Yeah.
So I would say, same as James, if someone has an idea or wants to get involved in something or wants to enhance themselves within the group, then they just need to be proactive and make people aware of that.